while you know that women, people say that women they will get foolhardy when they appreciate them, but there's nothing as good as saying thank you, my wife. I appreciate you, Jazakallah. May Allah reward you. Pray for her.
Nobody formatting in Jazakallah like we don't have Oriki. We don't have Oriki. Overhead. Like the lorry will say, "Oh, being me."
Ọlá lùbáríkà.
Àṣàkẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́.
Àbíkẹ́.
Àmọ̀pé. Well done, well done. And of course, from the generation of our fathers, grandfathers, we learned that even after the month, they give their wives special gifts.
As appreciation.
Kushe, you did well.
And credit alert from Abu is always sweet.
Whatever is even going to come out, some may not be credited, whatever. Something to show that, no,
I appreciate
you went
the
all
effort.
out for us, you took care of us, you didn't make anything, we can adopt it too. You see all these things, just ginger us.
Welcome to another interesting episode of our seasons, and this is the holy month of Ramadan, and I'm using this opportunity to say Ramadan Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. And as we all know, as the month of Ramadan is going, how are you faring? I hope you inshallah. And with me as usual in our studio today is
Sidi Kotunde Lawal, STL.
Mariam Nuruddin Arele.
Rashida Adetun Okeolaniyo Olori Adetun.
And I am Naimat Temitope Abdulaziz. Today I want us to actually look at how are we also involving our children in this holy month of Ramadan. Sister Miriam, can you share with us?
Okay, I've got preteens that I started fasting about 2-3 years ago, and it's been fun, challenging, and sometimes overwhelming. Like, is my child really fasting? Find out if they are not drinking water. Deciding to know whether I'm not being harsh with long term or long hours. But alhamdulillah, I try to encourage them, especially through this Ramadan decoration that we do these days, to make them feel like they are part of the Ramadan. We did that, as well as giving them gifts after Ramadan. And even each day, find them something to, maybe chocolate or something to give them, to put them in the mood of Ramadan, talking to them about the essence of Ramadan and how rewarding it is to reward from Allah, and how we are worshipping Him as a true servant of Allah.
MashaAllah. STL.
I think another part is, making them understand the true essence. Because, there's a tendency for us to tilt towards the feasting part because we want to encourage them. So we need to make them understand that it's a special month. Yes, you get a lot of extra, but it is more because this and this and this are what. Because really, many of us, at least from experience too, you know that what we attach to, and that's what we brought even into our adulthood. What we grew up with was so much feasting, and that's why we go all out extra in this month. So the essence of it, that this month is special, to more. In fact, in your interaction with your friends, you don't fight, you don't become vulgar, you don't lie to me, you don't, all of this, so let it sink. So that beyond the peripheral, preparations and the feasting and the enjoyment of I get to eat more, I get treats, let them know. Let them, we push into them the Tarawih thing. Yes. Even if we're unable to fast the whole day, depending on the age, let them understand that we do extras in this month. Tarawih is non-negotiable. You to wake up, especially weekends, wake up, whatever do, so that they start to feel all of this, beyond the feasting part.
Okay, Olori, so how did you make your children get excited about Ramadan?
Okay, so I think because I have older kids, and I have the one that is a preteen. I think those ones that are teen and the preteen, they were able to learn from the older ones.
Okay.
How we have been preparing ourselves. First of all, just like Mariam said, the decoration. In fact, they will be the ones to remind me. Mommy, what about the home decoration?
Decoration.
What about the Ramadan decoration? In fact, when I'm not even ready, that, Mommy, please call her. Call the vendor. Let her bring it. And they'll be the ones to decorate the house, the whole house. They are good with that. Then for the one, because I've able to also notice that these kids, the way they are able to, the way their comfortability with the Ramadan differs. There are some that, apart from Ramadan, they fast Monday and Thursday. Why some is a struggle. Monday and Thursday is a struggle. So those ones that are not able to fast Monday and Thursday during that period of Shaban, they started picking it. Okay, so let's pick it today.
Let's start preparing.
So they'll get accustomed to it. The ones that have been doing Monday and Thursday, of course, it was easier for them to just continue. And apart from that, the feasting time also, there's something we did. Let's have a calendar.
Okay.
What are we going to do? What are we eating? We call everybody on the table, discuss. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Because there's one thing again that my husband will tell us, that there is a Ramadan period. Whatever they want, please give it to them. We are encouraging them. It's part of it. We are all together in it. So it's not a matter of, mommy, you are taking this one, everybody's taking it. No. Everybody's idea is coming to the table. So it made them really look forward to it. And they're like, okay, so tomorrow we are going to have so thing. Next tomorrow we are having so thing. When it's time for the, what they call it, sarung, even the guys, they are ready to wake up and say, okay, this is what we are going to cook. We are doing this, we are doing that. So everybody's excited actually. It's fun.
It's a special bonding time for the whole family.
Of course.
Because we are all involved.
Especially because in Lagos, the city is usually Ramadan ready.
Bubbly.
Everybody wants to go home.
Early, come
Their
on,
father is
home.
home. They'll be happy.
They
They eat more fruit and also inculcate healthy habits. And this Tarawih of eating, like our community now, my children are very excited to go to Tarawih. We whether to meet their friends, pray together, because they don't get to see them so often. So the spirituality aspect is very important for them. We let them know that you're not fasting for me, so your character during that time is important.
Yes.
You don't lie, you don't fight, you try to be patient and maybe help them. Also house chores, how do we manage around these things? You can't stop because of fasting, because some of them will be tired
by Asri, yes. A lot of time.
So some of those things are very important. Make them know that this thing is for a reward, for a purpose. This is of it, and we ask Allah to make it easy for us.
And you know the funniest part is that because we don't celebrate birthday in quotes, when it's time for Ramadan, there is this kind of spirit that comes up that yes, we are celebrating something. It comes up, and they're like, yeah, this is how we want to decorate the house. In fact, during that period, you realize that no, I want to arrange my cupboard like this. I want my cupboard to be like this. You see them aiming for something good, and around the good deeds, rewarding them for the good deeds is also very important.
Yes.
What did you do today? Who did you help? Maybe they're coming back from school. Okay, you're fasting. You didn't break your fast. No, Mama, I did not break my fast. Are you sure you didn't drink water? I did not drink water. Okay, so who did you help? That's the next step. Who did you help?
Yes. What act of ibadah did you actually do today?
So it makes them look forward to it that, okay, Ramadan is something that is special. I'm going to have more reward. And of course, telling them that, I also remind them that whatever that you do now is written down. So make sure you do more of it. Because we don't know where we are going to live.
I agree with Ramadan reviving the liturgy of other celebrations. Some of our kids believe that Muslims are very boring. But like Ramadan is the time, apart from Eid, the Kabir, that's the only time that we celebrate. So we should put so much effort in making it so happy, not only fun, but
and
like
something they should look forward to.
I want to do it next year. Let's see. Like when was the start Ramadan? My children were like, let's decorate early. I said no, let's do it on Monday, like a week before. No, like 3 days, not about 2 weeks, because they were excited about Ramadan. We talked about it in school, and I believe that if we continue like this, with time the children will be happy about Ramadan. Everyone will feel like we're not boring people.
And of course, you're going to sustain the legacy, because they can also transfer the legacy to their own.
When I was young, my parents
taught me this. At least there are some things we remember now that our parents did when we were much younger. And that also let us go a little bit further now that we have actually involved the children. Now let's talk about we women, especially the career women. Now you have to go to work and all that. So how are you able to merge being a career woman and balance it with Ramadan responsibilities? Let me start with Olori.
Am I a career woman? I think you should have started with STM. Because I'm not. I run my own business, so I can't compare myself with them.
You see, for the
still a career.
The reality is that depending on how your schedule is, some people, they know that their schedule is mad, hectic. So they factor their yearly annual leave for that period because they know that they can't cope. Because you know, if you're in the rigid corporates that you perhaps do not close at until 6 p.m., your day is spent already. And of course, from 9 to that 6 p.m., you are on your toes. For some people, that's why you will not blame people who, but if for whatever reason you are in the civil service or there's a little bit of flexibility, that will also determine. So really, for those who have the flexibility and are able to, you just take advantage of every pocket of time you have during the day. You can't afford to be rigid. When you're on your way to the office, schedule that time for something. Either you're listening to a podcast or you're listening to a lecture, bite size, something that will keep you engaged, or you're listening to your askar, or you're listening to Kira, something, factor it in. And of course, depending on how your workspace, operates, your solar, no matter how it is, break off. Take that 5-10 minutes, go for your solar, come back, so that it is not you're just on hunger and no food, no water spray without solar. Then of course, I know of some places too where they organize, depending on the organization or whatever they have tafsir. There are some places, if it is possible for you, if your own personal schedules can slot
fit it in.
Yes. So you would, of course, for someone who knows that she will be spending so much time at the office, they would have made enough preparation ahead. So that when you get whatever time you are getting home, you are still able to meet up. You are not. So yes, a lot of life simple, soft life things that you would have done ahead of time, maybe pre-cooked, pre-cut, prepared, half prepared, that will help your. So yes, a lot will go into your situation of, okay, for us, we have a community masjid that we can go at the end of the day. For us, we do not have, but we stay in the house. How we like. So, but all of that is each person's individual, situation.
Yes.
That's why people generally like to take leave. Because that time can be hectic. Imagine having to be on your toes and mentally you have to be as in on top of your game, and then you still have to come home, rush, cook for the family, get ready for the masjid, get ready. But if for whatever reasons you are not even able to, it's important that you don't guilt yourself. This is your immediate situation. Do the best you can do. Yes, Taraweeh starts from the recommendation from 2. If you are only able to do 4, stick with it. Be consistent with it, because like the hadith of Aisha that small deeds that are consistent is beloved, as against aiming or feeling guilty that everybody just be sure that. And then of course too, give yourself what you can work with. Don't be over ambitious. I remember one hadith now as we speak, that of 2 people who became Muslims at the same time, and one died before the other.
Yes.
The one that died later, still the one that died before died as a martyr, or something. But the one that died after, was admitted to paradise before him. And people were wondering that this one did more than. Then Prophet ﷺ said that this one fast another month of
Ramadan. Allah Akbar.
He had that opportunity of extra. So we should not belittle our actions too. Sometimes we want to think only 2 rakas, only do it with sincerity. Do it with consistency. And as more time is opening up for you, slotting things again. So that it doesn't feel like, because of this work now, I can't come and die. You see, you and your Lord, you know what you can accommodate.
Yes.
The same way they will say that if a lactating mother or a pregnant mother cannot, some people know they have the strength.
That's right.
So
they can actually do it.
Yes. Don't hide under share. If you see you and your Lord, your record.
Sister Miriam, yes.
As a career woman, 9 to 5, another part of my life. I particularly prefer to have a leave. But the reality is that I also hold assistant Amira in our Muslim community at work. So I still have to show up.
Sure.
But if you cannot show up and if you cannot go for leave, what do you do like as advice? Compartmentalize your life, like plan your life ahead. Maybe make the soup. You want to make your rice in the evening. You can mix the peppers in the morning before you leave. Come back, just pour rice and let's cook. Try to plan around your husband's meal and children. Like we said earlier, it's not about feasting. Some people need maybe just something small. And now it's not, this is not advising outsourcing, but sometimes people can afford to outsource. Maybe
Why are
they
you
are.
not advising outsourcing?
I'm not advising like
Because there's more baraka when you do it
Yes, I
yourself.
want to get the reward myself.
Yes,
not
because
I'm just trying to be like the reality. The reality of some women, they cannot outsource, they cannot afford it. Their husband cannot afford it.
is it about the affordability
That's what I'm saying.
Or the reward.
or
Not
which
the
one?
affordability. I mean, money.
Even the reward.
The reward still comes to you.
It still comes to you.
You're
You are
planning
not
it.
facilitating.
But you know,
it.
some people won't think that way.
That's why
What I'm
should
saying now is the
understand
affordability.
it.
Like,
Ah,
if you
okay.
can afford it, maybe they batch cook. You can batch cook for people that can eat batch cook. Make
Okay.
one on Monday, by Wednesday make another one. Because some people, moment is their permanent iftar. Then maybe prepare for sahur. You can prepare your sahur soup at night, make swallow in the evening, or do hot and all that. Just confirm what is good for your family.
And what work for you?
Don't try to copy somebody. Don't, you can get community. Some people do community cooking, like you cook together and then put in your food and all that. These are the things you can, the options you can collect with.
Make things easier for you.
Then don't burden yourself with like I'm not doing enough. You said some ibadah, there are little ibadah you can do. La hawla wa la quwwata. Some dua on your way to work or your way back. Try your best. Shop early. Don't shop every evening when you are fasting. You're tired. That's the reality. Maybe you shop on Monday or on Sundays when you are still held and a bit easy. Buy what you can buy. Make vegetable. Cook different. There are many local dishes that are very fast. Like I'm making. You don't have to do the biggest things. How many are we in this house? Plan around that. These are the things you will do. Tarawih, you can go into the community. If you have community masjid and do that. Maybe the children can go to masjid. You start cooking and do your. They can make your life a bit easier. Ask for help if you need help. Ask your husband for help. Our husbands to please assist their wives.
Yes.
To make
Husbands
this for
that
them.
have time, new.
If you don't have time,
It's true.
face your reality.
If your reality doesn't, don't go and be
Face
fighting
your
your
reality.
husband.
But we should not embody them. Say I want to eat inyo when you can afford. If you can afford, buy the machine. And if you cannot afford the machine, eat inyo, eat fufu, eat amala. Make easier me. I'm not saying body.
Go pando.
Yes, make options.
Anyway, me, I don't even have anybody that is eating content.
May Allah make it easy for us. Alhamdulillah, we are people of middle course.
Okay.
Balance. If you're going to do past yourself, nobody will help you at the end. You'll be the one at the hospital. And family they are trying to cater for will still
They will survive.
So if you need help, seek help. May Allah help.
Okay, so coming back to me now, because I determine my time most of the time.
Okay, that's where we are coming to now. For at least for the stay-at-home moms too, how are they able to also balance productivity?
I'm not a stay-at-home mom.
Balance between.
Okay.
I'm not a stay-at-home mom.
No, work from home. Not stay.
She's an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur.
You know, okay.
So I'm able to determine my time.
Okay.
She
So
owns
do
her
it-
own business.
This Ramadan, if I do counseling for about 4 days in a week,
Okay.
I'll reduce it to 2, and I'll reduce my time. If I do it from maybe 8 in the morning
Okay.
to 5 in the evening, I know that during this period, I can do it from about 9 to 2. So I can have time to rest for my ibadah and start cooking. I'm somebody that I love cooking, and I love to start cooking 4:35 minutes after Asri.
Yes.
I love to start
That's the
cooking.
best.
That's the
time.
best.
So by the time it's time for iftar, everything is set.
Yes, and you can have time
I'm not
to
rushing.
make your-
I don't like anything rushing. So if you're the kind of person that if you're just like me, that's my own suggestion to you. Your timing, reduce it so that you will not get overwhelmed. You have time for your own ibadah. And of course, the environment that I stay in, it's an all-Muslim environment. So when it's time for iftar, most of the time we go to the mosque. Inside the weekend, we go to the mosque. We have a general iftar. So it's easier for us also. Some of these things that we take, it's helped to take some days off. It's also helped the kids also to take some days off and have time in the masjid to listen to lectures and other things. So you need to look at what works for you, localizing, and of course, what you don't do before. And you want to start doing Ramadan, you have to be very careful.
It's
Now,
not- it
when
can't
we
be
say that, that means you have been doing that Ishere before that time.
Before that time.
So now that we're talking about Ramadan, make sure that you have started practicing before. Not that you just jump into it suddenly. If you are coming into me because somebody has said, Estelle has said something, Miriam has said something, I've also said, so I want to jump into it. You cannot adopt it like that. It has to be a gradual process.
We all have our unique life.
We have our unique life. We are all unique in our own ways, different personalities. Know yourself, pick the one that fits you.
I hope you're enjoying the conversation. We'll go for a short break now. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and it's still our seasons, and then we'll be talking about how are we faring in this month of Ramadan, how are we involving our children, the career women, how are they able to balance their work and the responsibility that comes with Ramadan. But we need to go a little bit further now. What of our stay-at-home moms, people that work from home? Also, how are they able to also maximize the benefits of this holy month of Ramadan? And let me start with Sister Miriam.
I've always been a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So at that time, it was a bit easier. I rest a bit, work and do what I can do. I feel like as a stay-at-home mom, it's easier to maximize the time. Easier to even cook wholesome meals without rush. You want to make more money from scratch. Like I can start from 4 p.m. and you'll be done in time. And you could also be able to do your work and at ease. You want to sweep, you want to do a scout, you can be doing them together. But before you know what, if you're not careful, you can waste time doing nothing. Busy doing nothing. So remember that you have limited time. Every time will be accounted for, whether you're a career woman or a self woman. If you don't plan your time well, you would have lost time more than what has been busy. And when they want to will our skill, you just say, what have I been doing? So prioritize your time. When they say stay at home, it doesn't mean that you're not working. Sometimes you can allot time for your work on the laptop or on the phone for about 3 hours.
Home manager.
Yes, manage the time, clean up at a particular time. Just know the time that you're most productive. I am most productive when it comes to work or book in the morning. I like to do this before I get tired. In the afternoon, you can rest a bit, take care of the children's needs, wash the place and all that. Then by evening, maybe afternoon towards evening, start preparing the meal. You can use the opportunity to take a walk around the community. Don't just be seated, spotted somewhere and be watching movies. You can be tempted to do that because there's internet. Maybe shift your work from your phone to your laptop so that you don't have access to internet so much. Just know that regardless of what kind of role you are, continue to remind yourself that you're worshiping Allah through your wifehood, motherhood, or even stay at home. So in all this, maximize your time. It's very important.
Very, very
Don't try to say, okay, some people just be stay at home like, my friend, she's on the internet listening to this, or my friend is this. Start wallowing in self-pity, losing track of what Ramadan is for. This time you can have a tracker. I've done this. You can do it on your phone, notes or a paperwork. Just make sure that you're doing something tangible.
Yes, you can listen to lectures online.
Of course,
to
that's
sacrifice
we
time,
have many
buy data.
Foreign local scholars in the midnight in the morning. You should be able to do more ibadah actually in the midnight, during the day, tarawih. Plan yourself well and barakallah for you. By then you'll be able to do fine.
Yeah.
So there's another angle I want us to also look at, and it is that wholesomely before we even categorize ourselves and where we find ourselves, the underlying thing for us is to know that the time in Ramadan is different from every other time.
Yes.
It's a month like no other, which means that every minute counts.
Yes.
So when you view it from that lens, it's easier for you to be able to walk yourself around and settle in. Now you see everything you're doing as act of ibadah. Everything you're doing, except of course if you are deliberately committing sin or doing haram, but everything, taking care of the house, cooking for the husband, managing everybody, everything, because sometimes we get caught up with just categorizing. I did Nawafil, I did Salah, I read the Quran, everything you're doing. So if we're able to, when you understand that, you will know that, okay, how do I want to make the most? And that's why I like to say that Ramadan is sprint.
Yes, before you know it,
it's not marathon that you can easy from the beginning. Sprint, you take the same tempo from the beginning. Why? Especially for we women that will break at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Some 5-7 days. So you take it with that tempo from beginning right to the end, because you don't want to lose
any moment.
You need to stay focused.
You don't want to lose speed. Exactly. You want to. So when you see it that way, whichever side of the divide you are, career or stay at home, jump from here, long distance marriage. There's even that part.
Yes.
Where you have a lot of time on your hands because you perhaps are not taking
Cooking
care
of
of
it,
man.
and yes.
So there's also that part of you wanting to be relaxed. What are you doing with that extra time?
Yes.
How are you going to be able to?
Don't be
what
too
you
relaxed.
What you factor in all of that too will determine the most you make. Some people wallow in I'm not cooking for any man, and but you miss out. There are other ways. Why? This particular season is your season of extra time, free air time, like I used to call it. So, and when you have this free air time, what are you going to use to do? Are you going to just get relaxed, or you gather more on the side you would not be able to gather if you had extra responsibilities?
Extra responsibilities, yeah, that's true.
When I was away, like I used to take a lot of time off because I was not catering for anybody per se except myself. My menu was feeding was even very light. In fact, I remember that period I used to feed on fruits and salads because how much is my mouth? So it was easier, but I used to spend so much time on other things. I used to spend so much time in the masjid, this. Now that time is gone. But I did the best I could do around that time.
Yeah.
We are in this current season where we are up and everywhere during the month. We do the best we do for now. So that your husband is not close by does not mean that you wallow in because you see some comments online. You see some sisters saying, at least you are lucky, you are cooking for, you are getting reward. You can get your reward elsewhere.
Of course.
Yes.
Focus. Take advantage of this time that you have before you move to the next phase.
Yes.
So take everything as acts of ibadah. Everything. Even when you are breaking, the break during the period 5 days, 7 days, you are off solar. Some of these podcasts or some of these lectures that you've been pending, that you didn't have time to listen to when you are on solar, use that period to catch up. We have a lot of series. If you are not listening to our local scholars, you have a lot, and they are bite size. Use that opportunity to catch up so that your heart is not wandering. You are not feeling dry. You are not feeling stranded. You are not struggling with that. We are not offering solar. We are not fasting. So by the time you get back on, you are jumping right into it again. It's not like I've been off. How can I gather? How can I catch up? So when we come with the mindset of everything, cooking, sweeping, washing, sanding, stitching, it makes it easy. So you won't begrudge anybody, and you won't see one as more rewarding than the other. Some people say, you tell us not to go for Taraweeh because we are cooking. Yes, that's just keeping the family together.
That is still an act of ibadah. Yes.
Okay, so I would like to dwell on what she said about the long distance relationship, where you are the one you are getting all the reward. How concerned are you with your partner that is away? How do you show your concern? Your wife is away, your partner is away. What do you know he's going to eat for Saron, or what's going to eat for iftar? How do you care about it? So if you want to get the reward, suggest.
You can even make plans.
Yes, make plans.
I have a
From there you get your reward also. So you don't need to say your colleague bag reward. No, make that effort to get that reward. Make that effort to think out of the box. Not only when there's no Ramadan, they not feel like, okay, my dear, when are you going out? Are you going to eat this? Even that time for Ramadan, do it.
Could even inculcate intimacy, like being connection.
The connection.
Yes, it's still. Could ask him what does he want to eat. Talk about how you miss him. Send him reminders. All these spiritual reminders.
Of course.
That we do.
Discuss it.
Send it to your husband.
During the time for Tajud, you can wake yourselves up.
If you are within the same time zone.
The same time. Some people even make the sacrifice. Even at different time zones, they make the sacrifice to wake up. Okay, Shotiji, have you done your Tajud? What did you pray for? What's our prayer point for this week?
Family
and
praying
as in, you can do it.
Yes.
Not until you see yourself physically before you know that you want to do this.
Advantage of
Take advantage of it.
Take advantage of
Technology has made everything
Take
easier.
it.
Snapchat,
Full
we have
advantage of technology.
the iCall or something like that. FaceTime.
Mhm.
Their
Full
own
advantage of technology. Take
In fact,
full
it's
advantage.
a even opportunity for you to, okay, we want to read the Quran. Which chapter are we reading today? Even if just 5 minutes.
Yes.
Discuss about it.
Yes.
The translation.
Take full advantage.
Yeah.
Discuss about it. Okay, how does it affect our family?
That's true.
And we're talking about distance now. It doesn't mean that those people that are even here physically,
Can still do
they can still do the same
You can
thing.
see the same thing. Yes.
Absolutely.
But with
Everyone
all
work
this, it's always easier when the person you are doing it for appreciates it.
Are you together on it?
That's the reason by the time we say something, we say localize it to your situation. Because this is just a general templates, general suggestions. Localize it. Some people, even the manner they want to suggest this thing is condescending on its own. So if you suggest something too, it's already on the defensive.
It's already yes.
Look at your gender. See your gender. There are some people too that no matter how even if you've made suggestions, you've tried to, and it's not listening to you, face your own. At the end of the day, everyone will bear their father's name.
Of
It
course.
does not even make you better than your husband.
At all.
Yes, in any way. Yes.
Calm down and you can only suggest. You can only mention it. Nobody can. It's
You
not
can't.
your son.
Yes, you can't force it.
You can't force it.
So, by all of this, where do the husbands now come in?
Well, husbands,
Where did they come
husbands
in?
are the heads of the family.
Family.
Of course,
Of course, they are
definitely.
the drivers.
Yes.
And they will naturally, of course, the men, because they are the ones that even
We are the assistant driver.
they are the ones that they are the ones that will lead, and you are going to the masjid for tarawih, you are this, all of us are battle in one hand. They love are following. If for whatever reasons we are unable to meet up, they will ginger us. Even though you are not coming to the masjid, at least they go with the children, because some people even give that opportunity sometimes for the wife to catch her breath.
Yes.
Masjid is not compulsory for you. You can do your 4 in the house. At least can day pada you would have
What to
rested
settle
it
down.
So it's also another opportunity. So it's not like you guilt them to to need lo mosalashi leni abi to need lo tarawih leni. No. Especially when the signs of overwhelm is already showing. Let your woman breathe. So that you give them the opportunity and we are going, just do your 4 or 2 or whatever. Just make sure you do.
While you know that women, people say that women they get foolhardy when they appreciate them, but there's nothing as good as saying thank you. If I appreciate you, may Allah will pray for her.
Don't tell me formality in Jazakun like we don't have Oriki. I
wonder.
Oriki and ahead. Like the Lauren will say, oh, being me.
Ọlá lùbáríkà.
Àṣàkẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́.
Àgbékẹ́.
Àmọ̀pé. Well done. And of course, from the generation of our fathers, grandfathers, we learned that even after the month, they give their wives special gifts.
As appreciation.
Share, you did well.
And credit alert from Abu is always sweet.
Whatever is even going to come out, some may not be credited, whatever. Something to show that
I appreciate
you went
the
all out for
effort.
us, you took care of us, you didn't make anything, we can adopt it too. You see all these things, just ginger us.
The funniest part is that even apart from you're talking about after Ramadan, even during Ramadan as we are fasting now, you could have a time out where the wife is going to rest and the husband either you eat out or the husband will decide that I want to help you out.
Yeah, some do. You can cook one day in Ramadan.
No matter how little it is.
And men's meal are nice if they decide to cook.
It depends. It depends. Because you see, again, because we are out here in public, there are some things we're shy to say outside, not because it's not workable, but because it's not workable for everybody.
Yes.
Again, because we have time constraints during the month of Ramadan, I'm not a huge fan of saying some things because the time is crashed already. We're trying to do so much. So if you want to now factor in another, for instance, regular days without Ramadan, we don't have Tarawih. Yes. So we can do dinner, we can go and eat out. But we are juggling iftar, tarawih. Before you know it, tahajjud, sahur. So that's why most of the time is pushed to at the end. Time to we are relaxed and we have a little bit of time more now. So of course, the appreciation, the this and that can come in other ways during the month. For instance, the communal iftar thing that people do these days, families hosting themselves, so that you host us today, this family is not.
If it is the body.
You host at least all, and then we still all bond too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So men can even be the champions of that.
I've witnessed that.
Let's
some
do
Ramadan.
community iftar for ourselves.
Yes.
Family A will host all of us. Family B, that's where our men too can come in.
Yes.
Sometimes not even that hosting thing. You can outsource the cooking. Caterers cook for all of us. That one, all women, everybody, at least maybe once in a week, or so that we feel a little bit. Okay, this man at least I'm not cooking today. We're eating out. Iftar, community iftar thing.
They are all the same
part of it. At the end of the day, we appreciate them that
I also want us to talk about knowing the kind of your wife's health. Some women can't do much. So this is Ramadan period. Understand her. She can't do much. The little she can do, appreciate it. Put her through.
this is one stating the
Because it's not some people normally either they can just they can just cook a bit, do a little house chores, and they also want to do their ibadah. Don't push them too much. That no, nǹkan báyìí ni mo fẹ́ jẹ, nǹkan tó lè máa ṣe fún mi náà dẹ̀ nìyẹn. You know I've been fasting since morning. Then you need to get me this now. Please, you are seeing her now. She's alive because Allah is protecting her life. Understand your wife's health.
Yes, important.
Appreciate her.
And her capability.
Capability,
Yes.
capacity. Please keep it. Most people that their wives are gone, they understand better. Not so that their husbands are gone, they understand better. The period we are seeing ourselves, let's make use of it very well and appreciate ourselves.
Make good memories.
May Allah spare our lives to witness more and more of this Ramadan.
I am of the opinion that when we operate from the level of kindness to ourselves, a lot of these things that we are spelling out will just be given.
Yes,
Exactly.
to come naturally.
Exactly.
Kindness. When there is no Ramadan, when we are not in the month of Ramadan, there are some things that should even be a norm. No one should drive anyone, whether the husband or to the wife or to the wife, to drive yourselves to the point of frustration or to the point of or to the edge. Not to now talk of in this month of
Ramadan.
Give
because
grace.
we know that everything is short. We are running on short fuse, so to
Yes.
speak. Less sleep, less food, because again,
Less
that is
time.
part of what Ramadan is about. And that's why when people say that we are different during the month of Ramadan. Yes, we are
Yes, we are
different.
different.
That extra sugar
There's
is
an
not
aim.
there is no extra water. There is no, everything is on short. For instance, me, I like to chew gum. I'm a person that you almost catch me every. That's what first thing I feel during the month of Ramadan. I'm not able to chew. We are on low everything. So ordinarily, it's part of what should play out when we are fasting.
Yes.
At gentle for long, because here's the extra munching, no food, no, even if you don't eat much. So yes, everything is running on short. We should now look out for ourselves too. It's not the time to now be insisting on it has to
That
be this
My way is no, my way or no way.
I will. So kindness is key for all of us. Again, you to your husband. It's not the time to now continue to make noise and be the things that you've been taking before. It's not in Ramadan now that you want to now correct it. It's you that will now think of how you want to manage yourself, so that there will be no friction. This is a month of extra
Emotional
blessings,
intelligence.
extra. So it's how to factor it in. If, for instance, you know him that what to make him function well with this fast that is fasting, is that you give him
It's smoothie.
find a way around it so that there will be no. Yes, it's true. The charlatans are tied up, are locked up. But they've started autopilot before you. Exactly, they've started autopilot even before we started this one. So be sure that you are not giving room for what the leftovers. Like that. So everyone, please just take it. It's not this time to also prove. Look at what your mates are doing. It's me that you want to pack.
And don't even overburden yourself.
Exactly. Some people, it's not their husbands that are overburdening them.
They just
it
want
is
to
them
put the
themselves
standard.
that are looking at social media and they are thinking,
I need to keep my husband. I need to let him know
maybe
that
me
says
too, I
I'm
need to do
hardworking.
this. So
I can cook.
Your husband may not send you. You do platter. He's looking at you like.
Amala do ẹ bẹ jẹ o. Amala ló fẹ́ jẹ fún ní pizza.
Be in his mind, he's thinking. I know of people. Yes, this even makes me remember. I know of a family that the man was just. I had to tell his wife. I did not send you all this thing. Where will I eat it? And he had to consciously force her that. See, you don't need to do platter. 1, 2 things, I'm fine. Jesse,
This is my dear husband.
Don't undermine each other.
So again, it's just to say that sometimes it's not even this man.
Yes.
It is us doing competition with our Moriti sister
What's it?
That's what she does. But yeah, this is how she
I
keeps her
want to be a
home.
loyal wife, and I need the much reward.
Ẹni yẹ kó tó bá mú kọjá ògì ọmọ yàgbẹ́ ni. Let you not say you want to give him, but
So
want to give him
if,
amala.
for instance, your wife is doing overboard, you can quickly call her to, oh, I know you are all out for me, but see, this thing is too much. So that you, because some people, that's all they need to call them back. Yeah.
Communication tools. Your dad does not end your communication tools. Your spouse. Your marriage does not end. Like it should be a time for mutual bonding, love, and affection. So
Memories that
in
you
meals,
remember that 2025 on that. You remember that we shaking it? Okay.
because these things are the things that our children will inherit. Like now, for my own home, my father does not really eat too much by Ramadan. But you know, I've been able to inculcate some of it. You have to learn between each other. No matter how long you've married, we change and all that. But our meal plan, our fasting should bring bond and love within us as a couple.
So that we look forward to it. Even your subconscious is
Nervous
looking
system
forward.
say yes.
Is looking forward to it. That okay, this because you hear some people say that it is during the month of Ramadan that they see their husband in a different light. Yes, because everything
Calm down.
calm,
It comes home more
soft.
early.
Okay, so about those women that overburden themselves, and when it's time for them to have their night duty, they're like, I'm tired.
Who send you?
Ordinarily, though, night duty should relax you not to be tired. But it's all in the mindset.
It should be what?
It should make maybe re-energize actually.
Oh, okay.
If you are tired, it should re-energize. But people, there's a mindset of night duties that people don't get.
No, whether you know we are different.
Yes.
Some people have really burned themselves out with chores. So really, when they
They
say
cannot
they are
even do
tired,
anything. They are the
their
last
brain
battery.
cannot connect to.
So don't overburden yourself.
Because again,
So the man will not feel like
because again, the nights are for you. Do whatever you want to
you
do.
do.
You're not fasting
Until next 20 something
Exactly.
days left.
So get set. But anything can happen.
Emotionally get set.
mindset be ready that because they said it's during the day, sunrise to sunset.
It's
closed.
From the
Whatever you are
Odududu,
doing that is making you exhausted, please check
cut it
yourself.
down.
Reduce it.
And there's no inspector coming to check.
I wonder.
So calm down.
There's no examiner.
Some of us are overthinkers, overworkers. We want everything to be
Perfect.
perfect. Hey.
This is how people say they are having men down, burnt out,
Hey.
and all that.
Hey.
Your mental health is important. Self-care is important. Everything is like interwoven. If you don't stress yourself too much, in the midnight you'll be able to do what you want to do, and you're able to be achievable to do something the next
You will
day.
just find out that day's fasting gone.
Oh yeah, tough. Well rested.
You know that when he was going out in the morning, he said, oh my dear, he pegged you. Of course, in the night.
You be smiling throughout the night,
Oh my
throughout the day.
I'm coming back home now. I'm going to miss something.
Refreshed.
Refreshed.
Meals with meals.
News.
Meals on meals.
No, the party at
Yeah, I'm sure you must be enjoying today's conversation. Yes, it's the month of Ramadan, but it doesn't still stop us from doing certain things, and it does not stop with women from also performing our responsibilities and our duties to our husbands. So we've been talking about how we're able to balance a lot of things during this month of Ramadan, how we're able to involve our children too during the month of Ramadan, how we're able to balance our career with all those responsibilities we're supposed to also carry out during the month of Ramadan, and not leaving out our stay-at-home moms. The fact that you're a stay-at-home mom or the fact that you work from home doesn't stop you from also benefiting all the rewards of this holy month of Ramadan. And we are also appealing to our abus, our daddies, to also help us during this holy month.
Abuba was
Our abus
our husbands.
Àwọn bàbá ọmọ wa. Our baby, okay. So till next episode on our seasons, we say you bye.